What's up, guys? This week, we're talking about comics.
Roll it! What's going on, guys? Mookie here again. If you guys have listened to our podcast, Even More About Nothing, you know that the whole team is a huge fan of comic books. I have a nice balance between Marvel and DC, but as a team, we're pretty big DC fans here. And that's what we're here to talk about. Rafiki, what's yours?
So, for me, I'm a huge fan of DC comic Rebirth. The original Rebirth that restarted everything within the DC universe.
It's a pretty solid pick. I don't love the entire series, and I think it splinters a little too much, but it's a solid pick.
A bit, but we're talking about the thing that started it back up. Because the New 52 was okay.
It was awkward.
It was
Let's be
okay.
honest, it was awkward.
Well, you're not wrong.
Okay.
You're not wrong. But this, I felt, was a good start to getting it back on track. And that key to getting it back on track was through Wally West, who's been missing for several years. Nobody knows who he is, and he comes back and everything is out of whack. And it's just a matter of him trying to figure it out and get everything back on track. And that's what makes this really appealing to me. And that's why I enjoy it. So, not a classic yet. Not a lot of people love it, as you can obviously tell, but I still think it's a great read.
Yeah, and my pick is not as controversial. This isn't actually my favorite comic book. This is a lead up to mine, which is Green Lantern Blackest Night. That is, if you ask me, the quintessential greatest storyline in the entire Green Lantern Corps, point blank, period. Don't at me though.
Preach!
Whatever he said or just did. But long story short, Blackest Night is so good. It is multiversal, multi-characters. It splinters off into different things. You get Brightest Day. Blackest Night Batman is like one of my favorite things in the DC universe, point blank period. It's so good. It's so good. If you want to see Batman with superpowers, go look for that series. It's just,
Because he got approached by two rings. He got approached by the Fear and the Will ring.
Yeah. Listen, it's so good. I sound illiterate because I can't come up with any other words, but it's so good. But it really is
fantastic.
So good.
That, to me, makes Green Lantern one of the most underrated heroes, period.
I've always felt that way, and I feel like his comic books get just kind of looked by the side just because of how bad that Ryan Reynolds movie was. But long story short, the writing was excellent, and of course Jeff Johns did the writing, and he's now head of DC, so clearly the pedigree was there. But enough about us. We want to know more about you guys. What are your favorite comics?
Write them down, whether you're a DC fan or a Marvel fan, one way or another. We would like to know.
And we also want to acknowledge that, yes, we know that there's more than just DC and Marvel. Dark Horse did an amazing Witcher series. I know about it. I haven't personally read it, but I've seen a lot about it. So if you guys are into DC, Marvel, or some of the other guys, let us know in the comment section below, and we'll get back at you next time.